All right, y'all. So Americans are doing this buy nothing challenge. In other words, for a month, they ain't buying nothing but essentials, straight up. And they're gonna be doing cooking at the crib. Ain't gonna be too much eating out, fast food, and all that kind of stuff. Nothing but the bare bones necessities, right? Let's get straight into the video. But first, like it before you light it, hit the sub before you hit the bud, join the team before you hit the green, and don't forget I need that. You understand me?
If you're poor, try the Buy Nothing Challenge. The Buy Nothing Challenge. For 30 days, buy nothing except food, rent, gas, and insurance. Don't bring your wallet with you when you leave home. Pack lunch. See how much you save. Repeat until you have as much as you want. Pairs well with working 12 hours a day. Being good with money literally just means spend less than you make and put the extra in things that go up, not down.
The hardest part about most things isn't knowing what to do. It's doing it.
Yep.
And the hard part about doing it is that you're often more rewarded for every action except for the one that you need to take.
Ooh.
And so there's 100 things you can spend money on. There's only one nothing. And so it's this muscle that we have to build. But I strongly encourage the Buy Nothing Challenge because, one, you realize how little you can really live on. And when you realize how little you can really live on, you realize how much more risk you can actually take. Because the apparent downside of what if I lost everything becomes incredibly tangible, which is like, well, I lived on $200, $500.
Not even that bad.
Yeah. We often say that we'll be happy. Like, we already have the things that we said we want that would make us happy. And yet here we are.
If you're poor.
You know what's interesting about this? If I were to be broke, like I'm talking about like broke as I was at the lowest in my life, it'll suck, but I've been there before. I ain't gonna cry about it. The most, horrific thing about it to me would be the embarrassment of being the person who had something and then lost it. That would be the most embarrassing part. But would I survive? Hell yeah, man. I'm a survivor. It's really that simple.
Doing a no-buy year literally changed my life. Last year, I stopped buying a bunch of bullshit. I paid off a ton of debt, and I'm very, very mindful about what I buy now. I'm not going to say that I stuck with it. I obviously buy things now, and I also didn't last a year. Don't let me fool you. I really did a no-buy 6 months, but it completely changed the way that I buy things, truly. I know it sounds dumb, but I used to just go into Target and let Target tell me what I needed and blah, blah, blah. And I would go into TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Ross and spend $100 each. And just dumb. And now I'm very intentional with my purchases. I am really only buying things that I know are quality. I'm doing a lot of research on what I'm buying. I am making sure that I know where my money is going instead of just walking into stores and blindly buying things that my children don't need, that I don't need, my home doesn't need. My house has never been less cluttered because I constantly get rid of things, and I'm not just bringing random stuff into my home all of the time. If you have a clutter problem, if you have a shopping addiction, a shopping problem, do a no buy for a month, 2 months. See what happens. It literally rewired my brain in the best way. Doing a no buy.
Yeah, man, I might do a no buy nothing challenge my damn self, even though I personally don't need to do it, because the way I budget my money is like this, man. I really don't budget my money. I just got a system. My system is this. I put my money to the side for taxes, and then I spend the same amount of money on investing every single month, and the rest, fuck it. I just live off that and do whatever I want to. But I make sure that I pay myself first, which is something, a concept that I got. I think it's a rich dad, poor dad concept. You pay yourself first. It's not meaning be irresponsible, but what I do is make sure that every dollar I make, I put a certain amount to the side. It might be a penny, it might be a quarter to some, it might be a nickel to some, but it has to be something that you take out before everybody else get theirs. Straight up, dog. And I do that right now.
So I decided I'm not taking my old spending habits into 2026. So for the first quarter of the year, I'm doing a no buy challenge. This is not going to be a buy less challenge, literally a no buy challenge. So the first rule that I'm going to go by is random online shopping. I'm not going to do it anymore. If I see something and it's not fixing a real problem in my life, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to walk away and I'm going to give myself some time. And you know how it is. Once that impulse wears off, then the desire goes too. So the second thing I'm cutting back on is clothes. And this isn't because I don't like clothes, but this is because I already own enough. I don't need to spend money every time I want to just keep up with the Joneses and do a different trend and feel updated, right? If I really want something, I'm going to find it secondhand, or I'm just going to wear what I got. And the biggest money leak for me has always been convenience shopping, paying extra because I don't feel like cooking or because I'm just grabbing something fast. It feels easier in that moment. Most of that spending isn't planned, so I'm going to cut that out. It's emotional. It's emotional spending. So for 2026, I'm choosing intention over impulse, because every time I do a no-buy period, I've done this before, I realize just how fast money gets away and how it starts behaving differently when you tell it where to go. So if you're like me and one of your goals this year is to stop wondering where your money goes and start telling it where to go, follow along and try it with me. All right.
Hey man, y'all know what's interesting about impulses? Whatever impulse it is that you have, usually it'll subside after like 15, 20 minutes, bro. Real talk. So for instance, if you on your computer, on your phone, you see an ad and it's something that you think you want, man, look, just set it down for a little minute, go occupy your mind with something else and come back, and I bet you probably won't even want it no more. You know, it could be anything that's a habit for you. Just let the feeling subside before you act upon it, bro.
Your New Year's resolution is stop spending money I don't have. I literally have $1. I've got a fun experiment for you. It's the no buy challenge, where you pause buying new stuff for a set period, like 30 or 90 days, and instead use what you have, repair things, or swap with friends. Remake, a sustainable fashion nonprofit, estimates that each participant in a 90-day no new clothes challenge can save about $300 and keep roughly 20 pounds of clothing waste out of landfills. Americans generated about 17 million tons of textile waste in 2018, most of it clothing, according to the Environmental Protection Agency. But you can do no new clothes, no electronics, really whatever thing it is that empties out your pockets. A good place to start is a quick declutter. Look for duplicates, forgotten items, or things you don't actually use. I totally forgot I have this hat. I mean, that's just amazing. Seeing what you already own can make it easier to stop impulse shopping. Next, unsubscribe from brand texts and emails because they fuel impulse purchases. So I'm doing a 30-day no-buy challenge, and I hate strict rules, so I do have a little loophole. If I'm really itching to buy something, I am allowed to shop secondhand, but only if it replaces something I already own. So if I buy this top, this other one is going to my sister, because there's no wardrobe growth allowed. And let's say I get hit by an irresistible targeted ad, I'm gonna wait 24 hours before hitting purchase. The idea is that the wait period can turn a must-have into a pass.
That's what
now,
I was just
remember,
saying.
this isn't a punishment. You don't have to do it perfectly. Starting with one habit you'll actually keep can actually make a difference for your budget, your routine, and the climate. And yes, I will be wearing this hat for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but they got all kind of little systems and stuff, man. Look, a bad system is better than no system, dog. Well, how does the quote go? A man doesn't rise to his goals, he falls to his systems, right? So if you ain't got no system to keep this going, you're not gonna succeed. Real talk, bro. I'm telling you, man. Shit, just getting off social media will make you spend less money. Because social media know your watching habits, they know your interests. Man, it's easy to target people for whatever it is you want to sell. All you got to do is find out where those people are hanging out and put ads in front of them. And they know this. They got it dialed into a science.
Let me tell you something. A no-buy challenge, that can tell you more about your finances than your bank statements ever will. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. And the reason why it works so well is because you really understand where your money's been going. When you go 30 days and you commit to only buying things that you need, so no eating out, no buying clothes, no going to the store just to pick up random things. Your focus is only on what you need, and you're basically using up things that you already have in your possession. You come to figure out really quickly that there's a lot of stuff that you don't need. And a lot of the spending that you did was simply just because you could. It can help you understand if you have a true income problem or a spending problem. Because a lot of people will swear that they just don't have any money to save. But yet, if you do this challenge for 30 days, 60 days, hey, if you can even do 3 months, that's awesome. You may realize that, yeah, there's money to save, you just weren't prioritizing it. You're gonna have more money in the bank, you're gonna buy less stuff that ends up just sitting in a corner somewhere. And the best part is that it can reset your spending. So when you do start buying again, you're more thoughtful, you're more intentional, and you're really considering whether something makes sense in your life. Let me tell you something.
Hey, but the thing is this though, bro. Shit, it ain't gonna happen overnight. It's something you got to keep doing. It's a muscle you're gonna have to strengthen, bro. Because you got years of this habit of just buying shit all willy nilly, just because you feel like it. Goddamn it, nah, man. You ain't gotta feel like buying all this extra stuff. But the thing is this: right now in America, a lot of people don't just have a spending problem. They have an income problem coupled with that, which is basically. That's a fast track lane to straight poverty, bro. You got an income problem and you spend too much, man. You wilding out, bro. That's the people that's doing the Klarna shit. These are the people who are doing the chargebacks. You know, that's what we talking about right now.
For the month of January, I didn't buy any new clothes, shoes, makeup, home decor, or skincare, and I actually stuck to it. Here's what I learned. The thing I learned is that there's always going to be something to want. So if you tend to get really caught up in the fear of missing out, the fear of missing a good deal, or there's the last one in my size, just know that that's really temporary. Sure, you really want that thing now, and the urge of wanting is going to be really strong, but give yourself a couple of days, even time to sleep on it, and I guarantee you're probably going to forget about it because something else is going to come along that you want more, and that feeling of wanting and urgency is going to start all over again. The second thing I noticed was how much time I was spending looking for something new to want, instead of reminding myself or even just getting familiar with what I already had. I'm a fashion girly to the core. I love clothes, I love shopping, but I have a lot of good shit already. So by shifting my energy away from looking for something new and spending that time in my closet instead, really helped me realize that I have more than enough and I probably don't need that next new thing, no matter how much I think it's going to complete my wardrobe. If you're looking to save some money in this challenge, you probably will. I'm all about spending within your budget, but when you're not spending that money actively, you can really start to see the potential of where else that money could go. Like saving, investing, paying off debt, or even having an experience. So if you did a no by January, let me know what you learned. For the month of January.
See? Very insightful, very thoughtful, man. Shit, you're going to learn a lot about yourself when you have to stop doing something. Listen, I recently stopped being on social media like that. I really had just deleted the apps off my phone. From Instagram, I kept TikTok, but because I get a lot of the clips from TikTok. But what I noticed is this, man, it's a habit to want to check social media all day. I found myself reaching in my pocket to check Instagram and it wasn't on my phone. I was reaching in my pocket to check X and it wasn't on my phone. These are habits that we all have, man. If you got a spending habit, I promise you're going to be trying to spend when you're not supposed to be spending, and you're going to realize, damn, I'm an addict. Shit crazy.
Hi, this is Akmal Center. How can I help you?
Hi there. I just got your flyer. It looks like there's some eggs, long eggplants on sale. There's some sugar, and then also looks like there's a karaoke machine that's also you're running a deal on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm satisfied with everything I own. I actually don't need to buy anything right now.
Okay.
This was unnecessary.
Can you come again? I'm sorry. So you were saying that we have eggplants on our flyers?
Yeah. So you sent me your flyer with all of your deals and everything that you're offering right now, and I'm actually good. I think I own enough stuff right now, so I don't really need to buy anything. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know.
So you want me to tell you about our flyers?
No, I have the flyer and everything looks really good. Like if I wanted to buy anything, the deals look honestly pretty solid.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that I'm personally good right now. I just did like an inventory of everything I have, and I think that I'm fine. I don't need to buy anything.
Okay, then it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
So how can I help you with this? So you're just telling me that deals at work. That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll move this forward to our
She was pleasant
managers
about
and
it.
let them know that customers are appreciating this.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
All good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy, bro. Somebody said, genuinely, what do you provide for Earth? Completely reasonable. They sent you a flyer without you asking, and you responded telling them you're not interested. Somebody down there said Walmart sued him for over $50 million. That's crazy.
I don't care what anyone says. Saving money is sexy. So these are some things that I'm not buying in 2026. As someone who considers himself like frugally chic, okay, first thing on the list is full-size meals at fast food restaurants. Will not be shamed about getting kids menu items. I love a good kids menu, dollar menu item. I'm not gonna buy the $15 to $18 full-size meal that I never even finish. Next on the list is beauty services. Duh. Lashes, tan, nails, hair. Like when I say we got the med spa, hair salon, everything at home, girl, we got it at home. It's made the biggest difference in my bank account learning how to do everything myself. shelf and it's fun. Lip liners and lip gloss used to get so influenced from girls on TikTok. And when they had the most gorgeous lip combo, I would immediately run to the drugstore or Sephora and buy it. And then it just looked orange and like shit on me. This year, we are not doing that. Next, we have buying in bulk. I am a true Costco lover. I used to be like, oh, I'm saving so much money, I'm buying in bulk, da 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 da. You're not saving money if you don't finish the product. So no more buying in bulk unless I know for a certain that we can finish that amount of like food, drinks before it goes bad. Next, we have cheaper shit. Okay, I used to be the person that bought the $80 suitcase, but within the last year, I bought the $80 suitcase 5 times because it busted open, broke. The zipper on one of my suitcases literally busted in the Dubai airport, and I was like picking up my bras off the floor. I spent $1,000.
Now that's something that I gotta stop right now. I was telling my partner, he was like, "Say, bro, why you be buying certain things that's really expensive?" I be like, because it's cheaper in the long run. You buy the cheap version of it and have to replace it often. I get this premium version and it lasts me for years, man. It's really quality over quantity at this point, but I'm gonna let her keep cooking.
$1,000 on a suitcase that has a lifetime warranty. If the wheel breaks, if it's busted, if it gets whatever, stolen, lost, the brand completely covers it. Personally, for 2026, I really want to invest in like good quality pieces that will actually last me a lifetime instead of repurchasing like the cheaper option 10 times throughout my lifetime and actually spending more money and contributing to more waste and like overconsumption. Okay, last but not least is probably the most controversial one, and it's physical books. I do read a lot of books, and physical books are 1, so expensive. 2, they take up so much space just to not get reread. Recently bought a used Kindle for $80, and buying books on here is like $10.
Yeah, man, I got a ton of books, man. I've only read them once. I don't think I've ever read more than 2 or 3 books more than once or twice, honestly. There's probably only one book that I've read multiple times, and that's the Bible, and I haven't even read that chapter to chapter. It's just different verses and stuff. But the t-shirts, that's one thing that I spend a lot of money on. I get all polo t-shirts. I don't buy those gas station t-shirts unless I'm in a pickle. I'm buying. I gotta hurry up and get one because you can only wear that gas station t-shirt one time. But man, with my black t-shirts that I get from Ralph Lauren, bro, I can wash them things a million times as long as I don't throw them in the dryer and I let them air dry. They look brand new for so long. I literally outgrew some of my black polo tees before I had to throw them away. Real talk, just real quality t-shirts. But I get what she's saying though.
The less often you shop, the easier saving money becomes. It's really that simple. So here are a few ways to guarantee that you have the most successful no-buy month ever. The first thing you're going to do is decide exactly what you're allowed to spend money on and what you're not. Needs are obviously okay, which include bills, food that you buy to cook, other necessary purchases, gas. But when it comes to wants, such as random shopping, eating out, Target runs, online shopping, travel, those are off limits. And make sure you're clear, because the fewer gray areas you have, the fewer excuses you'll make. In addition, make sure that you check your calendar first, and this is so important, or else you're going to get your month off to a bad start. Don't set yourself up to fail. So if you already know that you got a lot of activities going on this month, maybe you have a baby shower, maybe you have friends coming into town, this is probably not a good month to do your no-buy. You also need to have a plan for boredom. So plan ahead and consider how you're going to fill your free time. Find shows that you can binge watch. Consider projects that you can work on. Do a search for free activities in your local area. Things might also go a lot smoother if you're not doing it alone. So if you have a friend who's also looking to save money, maybe they can do it with you and you guys can encourage each other. Maybe you can even check in with each other from time to time, especially when you're tempted to spend. And finally, don't let mistakes ruin your entire month. One unplanned purchase or falling off does not mean that you failed. So instead of throwing in the towel, just pick up where you left off and continue.
Yeah, bro, you got to remember, dog, you're human, man. It's like when you're trying to lose weight, bro. People be on these strict caloric deficit diets and shit, and then they'll beat themselves up just because they ate 4 Oreos on a random Saturday and they wasn't supposed to, and then they just throw in the towel. Nigga, you've been acting good for 99% of the journey, bro. Don't let the 1% ruin it for you. People be tripping. That don't make no sense to do that. 29 days out the month, you did good. Now you want to throw in the towel because you gave in 1 day out the month. Nah, nigga, take your L, throw yourself a little 30-second pity party, and get straight back to the grind.
I just completed a full month of not buying a single new thing, and honestly, it has changed my life. Here's what I learned. I often fell into this trap of buying things to feel like I was improving. So I'd see a video for, say, new lighting, and I'm like, oh, I want to be a better creator. I'm going to buy that. Mind you, I have lights that I still don't use. This month made me really understand how much stuff I already have and how sometimes I just use needing the newest best thing as an excuse not to work with what I have. Next is that shopping is a dopamine hit, just like scrolling social media. Lovely in small doses, not needed all the time. And then lastly, the vintage girlies among us are not going to want to hear this, but there were plenty of things that I did want this month, and they did sell out. And guess what? I am still breathing. I did not pass away because something sold out. You will live if you don't have a specific item. So lastly, the most humbling part of this month, how much money I saved. There's usually a number, give or take, that I have in my account right after paying my rent in the beginning of the month. This month, I had $900 more than that number. That's a round trip ticket to Europe that I was using on unnecessary things in my house. But yeah, this experience taught me so much, and I recommend it to anyone who feels like they're just doing a bit too much shopping.
$900 extra at the month just by not spending money. That's crazy. A lot of people's savings are just thrown away on bullshit, spending on shopping, fast food, you name it, man. Subscription services, specifically the ones you don't even use, like talking about it, you know?
Hey y'all, I cannot believe I made it February 1st. I completed my 31 or 30 days of no spending, the no spend, no buy challenge. When I tell you I feel so fulfilled, it's almost emotional to a point, because I just you really sometimes feel like you have no control when you're spending. And to be accountable for the money I was spending, to know okay, I can't buy this. What do I need this for? Literally every time I wanted to buy something, I had to figure out why I needed it. What purpose was it going to serve? And even now, I have a trip coming up in a few days. I'm going to go through everything I have. I'm okay, you can wear this. What do you need? Is this something that can fit through all climates? Unless it is something that you absolutely need, do not get it. Get it when you get there. Support the local economy. And I just can't believe I made it. I am so happy. I honestly did not think, I knew I had the willpower, and I knew I had the self-control to do it. But as someone who has always shopped, who loves to shop, who literally, the endorphins that are released when I shop, I just realized I was just happy on my own. I didn't need it. So yeah, I made it. I challenge everyone to try the no spend, no buy challenge. You can do it for a week. You can do it for 2 days. I mean, just if you think you have an issue shopping or just buying, spending money, period, try it. All right, y'all. L plus February 1st, Black History Month. So y'all know I'm going to be supporting Black businesses.
Yeah, dog. The endorphins that y'all get when y'all be shopping is crazy, because I don't experience that, dog. I don't do a lot of shopping. If you notice, if you ever watch, go through all the videos you ever seen of me, man. I would gamble and say at least 90% of them, I did it just wearing a hat and a black t-shirt or something black like this. This is a little cheap ass Walmart workout shirt, and I wear them in the majority of my videos. It's like a uniform at this point. Because, man, I did not want to get into the habit, because some people do this. They have to get fresh every single day to do a YouTube video. And it's nah, I'm not spending all my bread on that. No, indeed, no. And I don't need it for no tax write-off. They got other ways I could do that. So it's yeah, I'm straight on that, bro. I don't have a spending problem. But when I do buy things that relate to my hobbies, them bitches can get up there, dog. I spent $1,200 on a damn pool stick. But I can do that, though, because that's a one purchase, and that pool stick is going to last me a lifetime. It's carbon fibers, top of the line. But anyway, with that being said, bro, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something, and try to do this challenge yourself, especially if you are financially challenged. Real talk.
Hype me up. Hype me up.